As we load into 2,000 atmospheres, LE. We're in the bottom left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. We, of course, have our red Terran player coming out from the land of Korea. He is going to be representing Shopify Rebellion, TLO. He is ByuN.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2,000 atmospheres LE, we have the South Korean Protoss. Again, currently tied up 1-1 in this best of 5, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. The PG, it is herO. And, of course, we don't really know what happened in Game 1 and Game 2. We were very much so engrossed in our own series. But I'm sure it's been popping off. I'm sure it's been explosive. It's been back and forth. And now we get to be a part of how it finishes, how it concludes.
That we are. I'm glad we were able to at least get a couple of games of this series here. Like, again, I do feel like ByuN and herO, despite playing different races, do have fairly similar styles.
They are, yeah, they're kind of known for similar things, right?
Yeah. Micro, aggressive builds.
Control?
Control. No, Control is still in the military, but. Yeah, smiles.
Kind of.
Yeah, puppies. Heroes no puppy, as far as I'm aware.
I think he does. I think he does.
Ah, there we go. All right.
I remember images being posted in his Discord. I could be thinking of Pet though, as Pet did get a pet.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh god, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. As interesting choice here. herO actually does not opt to open up with Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, it's playing more towards the meta. Phoenixes?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, again, like, Blink Stalkers are so much more common here in this matchup, but going for Stargates is a lot more common in the much larger maps, right, where you can kind of get away with the minimal amount of units and being the aggressor. So we'll see what he can get done. We'll see if he goes straight to Phoenixes or tries to go for an Oracle first.
It can really go either way here as the Protoss player. And Phoenix first, here we go. I'm guessing ByuN. I'm guessing this is the first time ByuN has went for a mine drop.
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of different ways to help deal with mine drops. Mine drops are so popular nowadays. Like, many Protoss players have been complaining about them and how much they can get done for how little they are. And Phoenixes will help deal with them, definitely.
Phoenixes will help with them, but more importantly, positioning will help with them. There's still a very real possibility of boosting forward with the medevac and borrowing at least one Widow Mine.
Definitely. Speaking of, both Widow Mines are here borrowed at the natural base, so herO has to be a little bit careful with how he maneuvers his Phoenix. So he dips in.
And he dips out. Let's scout the mines, but yeah, not feeling too concerned about them. Interestingly enough, ByuN is really worried about the Stargate units coming out from herO. He focuses on getting a tank out as well as a Cyclone. Did I say tank? I meant Viking. Now he's got two Vikings.
Oh,
no
yeah.
medevacs.
Oh, God, exactly. Meanwhile, we do see commitment into the shade. The boys are being pulled as well. herO thinking about maybe even baiting out that Widow Mine. Meanwhile, there it goes, but it's going to get picked off with the natural.
Like, so, was able to significantly weaken one of the Phoenixes, though. And while he has lost his Widow Mines, ByuN has not lost any SCVs. Or has he? He hasn't.
yeah, he's kept his economy intact, and the Phoenixes still haven't really paid for themselves. Meanwhile, oh my god, this is something that we haven't seen in quite some time, mate. We have Glaive Adepts.
In PvT?
In PvT, mate.
Well, there is a place for Glaive Adepts in PvT. There, if you can get a shade on top of some of the tanks or even the main army, you can draw out a lot of friendly fire, but
Yeah.
they're not as good as a frontline unit as, say, Zealots or even Stalkers.
Yeah, I remember this being relatively popular at the start of Legacy of the Void. Back when back when the depths their glaives bounced between units. Which was insane.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we'd see just mass adepts just shade on top of Terran armies and just obliterate them. So herO kind of bringing it back a little bit.
Not gonna lie, I kind of miss bouncing glaives.
What's wrong with you?
Look, if glaives were able to bounce, that meant that we also had better Reapers. So
you're like, that also meant we had tankovacs, mate.
Yeah. Just make every race broken.
Yeah, just make it all broken, mate. Bring back the infested Terran.
Yeah. What's it called? Baneling armor? Not Baneling armor. Baneling health upgrade.
I remember that.
Yeah, bring it all back.
Meanwhile, Glaives is done. +1 is done as well. Here we go. He's committed to the shade, and immediately the tank is picked off.
Yeah, funnily enough, I thought we were going to see a lot of friendly fire with those adepts coming in, but that was nothing to splash their friendly fire on. These adepts have mostly dealt with the army, and now they're having a field day on top of all these SCVs.
Yeah, exactly. There are just so many adepts remaining here. Only a handful of Vikings left as well. These and everything's just going to go down. GG gets called.
herO finds himself a match point.
Oh my god.
Just like so.
GG. That was, again, something we don't see too often, and I'm sure a lot of Terran players don't want to see it ever again.
Oh, I'd love to see it more, personally.
Oh boy.
Because then I can complain on forums.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, unfortunately, ByuN, he never got to go and go for his Widowmine drop, which meant that he was never able to scout. He was never able to get across the map after his initial Reaper and Hellion, if you recall, and because of that, he was just stuck at home, and he had no idea what herO was doing.
Yeah, he just thought that herO was going to be a lot more invested in Phoenixes, and he actually was. Again, not sure what transpired in the first two games, but he was very paranoid, or at least it looked like ByuN was very paranoid about Phoenixes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh god, he really just wasn't expecting that, and it was a great way for herO to abuse the lack of vision that the Terran had. I do think that that's probably a key feature of going for a build like that, and it was a great way for our Protoss to kind of adapt to that scenario.
Absolutely, and just like that, he's only one game away. As we spawn on Glittering Ashes. LE, we're in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. We have our red Terran player coming out from the land of Korea. He is going to be representing Shopify Rebellion. TLO. He is ByuN.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Glittering Ashes LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player, currently up 2-1 in this best-of-5 semifinals. He only needs one more to make it all the way to the finals. And going for a proxy. We, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, DPG, it is herO.
You'll love to see it.
Oh boy. Oh god, herO, he wants to get things done. You know, it's a Sunday. He wants to just chill out at home, relax, and
exactly, as a wise man once said, it's the Lord's Day.
It's the Lord's Day, mate, and ByuN is in his way from keeping him away from the Lord, and oh boy, this is gonna be a little bit scary. ByuN is going for, oh never mind, I was gonna say he's going for an SCV scout, but he actually comes back.
Well, he comes back to never mind. Every time it looks like he's checking. It looks like he's checking the perimeter of his bases. He just turns around. Okay, well, He skipped out on the Reaper, so maybe this Marine can go around.
Oh, that's so risky. That's so greedy of ByuN. So that means he's not going to cross. He's not going to get across the map. He is checking around his bases, so he is being safe. But unfortunately, he's checking in the wrong location first, so he's still in the dark about this proxy.
Well, there's still enough time for ByuN to see, and he doesn't.
Does not.
This one Adept is going to do a whole lot, isn't it?
Yeah, the Adept is going to kill the Marine. It's also going to delay, maybe even deny this base. There's nothing really coming out. We just have nothing but add-ons on the way, and here we go. First Adept is about to rock up.
Important to keep in mind, this probe is still here, by the way. Can continue to throw down more buildings, shield batteries.
Shield batteries,
if,
yeah. You know, this has happened to you before. You're like, oh god, my ladder sessions are coming back to haunt me.
I'm gonna say I defended against it, even though it may not be true. It probably isn't true. I'm gonna say I defend it to make myself feel better.
There you go, mate. And we do have a shield battery on the way. There's the cancel on the natural. ByuN CC is so late. But at least, you know, he's forced into a one-base play. A 1-1-1 is already getting ready. It's already getting set up. He has to be careful. Widowmine is at the top of the ramp.
Widowmine and Marines as well.
Exactly. Meanwhile, herO, he's abusing the high ground vision he gets from those shades to try and chip away at the wall. But ByuN's wall is solid. Behind this, what's scary is we do have a Stargate. I think. You feeling Void Rays?
I'm feeling Tempest, but yeah, Void Rays are the more likely unit to come out.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to go for. There was a nice dodge of a Widowmine shot earlier as well. It looks like, yeah, ByuN, he's getting set up for a drop. He's gone for it.
You love to see it. There's barely anything left at home now to really defend. herO, okay, is getting a Phoenix out, and he does have one Stalker, but he isn't aware of this medevac. The medevac's gonna cross paths with the Stalker, though! herO hasn't noticed. herO hasn't noticed.
ByuN noticed. He avoids the Stalker. Beautifully done. He will go all the way into the main base, but there's again a decent amount of anti-air. But herO doesn't know where the drop is going. He doesn't know if it's going to go for his main or his natural.
And just like that, the drop is able to land.
Yeah, finally it does reveal itself. He's going to pick up a couple of these workers, but in come the Phoenixes, and because of these Phoenixes, I mean, the medevac, it's not going to be able to escape.
And it would, but 7 probes have already gone down. 10 probes have gone down.
God.
Really nice target firing from the side of ByuN. And this damage that he needed to get done in order to put himself back on even footing.
Yeah, and this is a bit of a mistake. It's a bit of an all-army hockey here from herO. The Adepts went all the way back home, so they're not here with the shield battery. They're not able to be a little bit more annoying and deny this natural base. So ByuN will be able to get it back up and running. Oh.
Does clean up the proxy.
Not again.
Very, very well. Well, kinda.
Yeah, he kind of does. He kind of does. Meanwhile, herO slips in. He gets a full scout of the base. Gets an eye on the timing as well of this natural.
He knows that ByuN isn't necessarily going all in from here.
Yeah, and he's not going to be able to do too much here. Not yet. Twilight Council just finished up. We have a bunch of gateways as well. He's going for glaives again. I was about to make a joke about it.
Huh.
And hero's like, there is a joke, mate. That's ByuN. He's there's no chance. Oh, God.
Well, we'll see. As ByuN is getting a pretty decent timing, all things considered now. Things were definitely delayed in natural base especially, but Sim is not too far behind.
True.
When you normally want to get Stim. He's got the upgrades on, or the add-on, sorry, on his Raxes. He can still pump out a lot of bio. Plus, never underestimate the pulling of the boys.
100%. Another big thing that's going to be a part of this is, one, herO only has a single Phoenix, so this one tank on the high ground can do a lot more compared to the previous game. Also, these Widow Mines, like, when Shades do come in, 2 solid Widowmine shots can definitely change the tide of the battle.
They can change the tide of battle in either favor, though,
It's
depending on friendly fire.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. But yeah, like the inability to CC these tanks, I think is going to be a major part of this. But we'll see. The Adepts, they're shading in.
Trying to get on top of the ByuN army, and they do. The tanks are shelling away. Oh, but the Adepts aren't on top of the ByuN like he would like to be. So barely any friendly fire dealt, and herO's entire gateway army goes down in the blink of an eye. ByuN still has plenty of ByuN where that came from.
Yeah, exactly. That tank on the high ground was doing so much damage. There was a bit of an awkward lift from the Phoenix as well that lifted up an SCV by accident, it looked like. But now it's back, but there's just still so much fire here, and Stim is about to finish up.
In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. ByuN has everything he needs to push out right now.
Yeah, exactly. And herO, he's just stuck with these Glaive Adepts. Like, there's no transition out of this, and I don't think he's gonna have enough here. He commits to the Shade because he has to.
But at this point, it just really isn't working out for him. Good snipe on the Raven, I suppose, but yeah, what else does he gain from here?
Yeah, like, he's getting some nice trades here and there, but he needs more than that. He needs to deal at least some economic damage so he can stay in this game. He does commit to the Shade once again, and again, he's trading okay here. But like, look at the production tab. Like, there's no plan B for herO.
Of course there's plan B. It's more Adepts. There you get plan C, which is even more Adepts.
There you go, mate. Just make nothing but Adepts, and it'll work, Kappa. I mean... Oh god, he shades it again.
I feel like he was being a little bit overzealous there. GG is called. ByuN ties up the series sideways 2-2. Getting a race match.
GG, well played. The backbone of ByuN's army there. The tanks, the Widowmines, they really served their purpose in that first push. Able to buy enough time for ByuN to survive until Stim, and then once he got Stim, it was cruise sailings from there. ByuN was solid. And we are going to that ace match. Oh.
Here's where it all comes down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go. Noam Chomsky in the chat. The 2-second most handsome men duke it out. Oh my god. Who are the most handsome
Who's
men?
the most?
I think I would Zest.
Maybe, yeah, Zest, maybe. True. Would be up there.
There's Rogue, Sexy Boy, of course.
Sexy Boy, yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm. What else would we put up there? I know that you have
when he was more of the Exoterran.
Innovation. I was about to say, I know you have a fondness for chins. I know you have that. So
I do. Classic.
Yeah.
Stats. Trying to think of all of the chin toss players, but while I do that, I can multitask.
Wait, Losira.
Yes, 100%. Losira.
Let's be real. He's the biggest chat of them all.
Man. No, when he rocked up to IEM with his leather jacket, and it's like, oh my. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Losira #1. As we conclude our best of 5 semifinals here on Hotwire LE, in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, we of course have our red Terran player who is looking to not just be in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. He is going to be representing Shopify Rebellion, GLO. He is ByuN.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player trying to make Glaive Adepts work in PvT and having some mixed success. Representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming DPG, it is herO.
Yeah, nice little NG block here from ByuN.
herO doesn't care though. He's not expanding.
He
He's got a proxy pylon, mate.
He's calling his bluff.
Oh, and the Cyber Core is about to finish up as well. Are we seeing Proxy Stargate?
It's gotta be. I mean, with how this pylon is placed, it can't be a Robo. Immortals would have way too long to walk. There's that Stargate. And the question is, Oracles or Void Rays?
I think you know the answer to that.
Tempest.
Maybe
yeah.
eventually, because herO is going to be throwing down some islands. Oh, we do have a Marine first, though, and he is going to be able to chase away this probe. Force a Marine to scout around a little bit, kind of looking a little bit sus, and herO has to be so careful. He cannot afford to lose this worker, because this worker is going to set up the pylons and the shield batteries.
Oh, but look at that. ByuN already realizes
Yeah.
what's coming his way. He sees that there's no expansion coming up from herO. He's not even bothering to clear up that eBay.
Yeah.
And I believe he dipped in and saw a lack of a second pylon as well.
Exactly, exactly. He had a beautiful scout across the map. He knows that something is amiss, something is wrong. Already working on his first Cyclone as well.
So I guess we have a TvZ finals on our hands.
Oh, yeah. It's very possible. First bunker is going to be able to finish up here. The Marine's going to be able to chase down this. Oh, the Adept gets in!
Well, the Shake gets in, and now the Shake completes. Unfortunate timing here for ByuN, but, you know, there's nothing really for herO Scout, I suppose.
The repair, is it going to get here in time? Oh, God!
It will not get here in time. The Cyclone as well, dealing a lot of damage to the shields of the Void Ray, but the shield batteries are the absolute MVPs.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, because the Adept in the main base, like, there was already a little bit of chaos, and ByuN was not able to get the repair off in time. Meanwhile, the add-ons getting sniped. Magfield Accelerators is on the way, to be fair. But again, ByuN has to be careful. He has to make sure that this Cyclone survives long enough for that upgrade to kick in.
Yeah, and we are also getting a second Cyclone on the way, so things aren't as terrible right now for ByuN as they may seem.
Yeah.
That supply block is really killing him, though.
Yeah, the supply block is brutal. We do have another Deep on the way. 2 Deepers on the way, but again, ByuN needs them now as it's stopping his Cyclone production.
Absolutely is. And again, these Cyclones are probably the best anti-air available to ByuN right now. With Magfield, he has a ton of damage, but more importantly than that, with lock-ons, he can kite as best as possible.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how good the control is going to be from both of our players. Meanwhile, herO, lock on. He recognizes how good he is, so he just picks up the Cyclones.
Wow. That's honestly not a move that I would really consider, but it is genius. He does lose 2 Void Rays, though.
Oh my god.
Only 1. He loses only 1 Void Ray.
Yeah, only 1 Void Ray goes down, and the Adepts, there's nothing to stop them. 5 SCVs go down.
I'm so surprised that ByuN's trying to get a tank out now.
Oh, tanks don't shoot up. I mean, to be fair, there's only 1 Void Ray, right? If we had more Void Rays coming out, then maybe, but we do have more Void Rays coming out. Oh no, oh no!
Well, you know, we do have Magfield Accelerators, so, does make up for the lack of Cyclones a little bit.
A little bit, but no, he's fighting within shield battery range. The tank comes out, but again, the tank isn't going to help against what's in the air.
Yeah, it'll help against the Adepts a little bit, but not if you can just dive on top of the tanks. The Cyclone goes down once again, and it looks like instead of a TvZ finals, we're getting a PvZ. GG is called. herO takes that series 3-2. I cannot believe I doubted him for a second. Once that bunker got thrown down, once those Cyclones were coming out, I was like, yo, ByuN's got this. He's got the tools. He has everything he needs to defend against Proxy Stargate. But unfortunately, the control was just not on his side. herO, at least today, has proven himself to be the better micro player. At least today.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to put it, just because of how fast and how aggressive all these games were, you know, like the herO, he was proxying, he was going for these all-ins, like it was insane what was happening. And it did look like ByuN had read the situation really well early on, and he was responding well with his bunker, with Magfield, with Cyclones, but losing that first bunker as quickly as he did really did kind of snowball things in favor of herO. And the tank was questionable.
Yeah,
it was.
it was. As again, in these scenarios, you do need that bunker to act as a bit of an anchor to pull back to. And when it's forward like that, even better, because it forces your opponent to lose ground. The minute you start losing bunkers, you lose more ground. You give your Protoss opponent a lot more maneuverability, and just like that, herO is in the grand finals instead of ByuN.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations, herO, as he does move on. The Smiling Assassin moves on to the grand finals, and I love this because I haven't casted this in a long time. herO and Solar, they have a lot of history.